We could do a Derek FDB video. Derek was here. I don't know if he's still here. I do have a video of his. Shows I would hate to live in. AOT would suck. AOT would be pretty fucking bad. AOT would be really bad unless you're one of the cool Titans. Then it's pretty awesome. Oh, wait, no, but then you die. Ooh, wait. Well, yeah, then you have 7 years. It's like, that's not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler. Bro, AOT's been out for so long. That's not a spoiler. That's like season 1, bro. That's like season 1. You know that.
You know, growing up, just like movies.
Okay, what are other shows to grow up in? Not movies. Squid Games. Squid Games. Bro, anything where they die, really. Supernatural, terrible. What else? Stranger Things.
Movies always.
Yeah, Welcome to Derry, bro. Literally any like any horror show.
Always wanted to be on TV. And again, not like on TV, more like in the show. But now that I've wised up, I realize I don't want to be in any of these shows. These shows would be terrible to live in. And that's what we're going to
regular show would be pretty bad.
Over today, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be going over some shows I'd absolutely hate to live in. And don't worry, I know everyone doesn't watch every show, so I'll try and tell you everything you need to know before I explain why I'd hate living in them, all right? And in the end, I'll go over one of the shows that I would not only hate to live in the most, but also a show I've been meaning to talk about for a minute. And with
I've never watched Stranger Things, to put this in perspective. But I have heard only negative things about the final season and the final seasons. That a lot of the acting's terrible. The plot doesn't make sense. They never kill off any important characters. It's like, everybody just says it sucks. Season 5 was ass. I've never watched any of the show. Most people that I've talked to say season 1 through 3 are great, and then it's horrible. And they're also dragging it on so long, and they make like Noah Schnapp look fucking scary. Because they have to dress them up like they're high schoolers, like they're not like 25 now. Because they took 10 years to make the fucking show. So they're trying to canonically make it seem like they've only aged like 4 years, but they've aged 10.
And without further ado,
Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man gotta be one of the worst shows to live in. And I'm saying this as someone who loves this series. Like, I really do love it, bro. The movie made me cry. But please keep me away from the show. Before I even talk about it, let me give you the rundown like I said. If you've never seen it, Chainsaw Man's this anime where we follow this teenager named Denji, who after getting murked by some Yakuza members, comes back to life with the ability to release chainsaws from his body and becomes a devil hunter. And you see...
Do they ever explain that? Like, I'm not saying that would ruin the show for me, because like... Even in like a lot of anime shows, it's like, all right, people have powers and you go and that's like what you have to deal with. But like, why? Okay, yeah, he dies and comes back to kill demons. But like, why can he have chainsaws on his head? Like, there's a reasoning behind that.
That's where the problem lies in this show. Not the chainsaws come out.
It's in the description. Chainsaw Man, it's in the description. Denji, destitute teenager, merges with his chainsaw devil dog, Poshita, after being betrayed and killed by the Yakuza, transforming him into a human-devil hybrid. Why is his dog a chainsaw dog? It's just... Like, I'm not saying that would make me not watch the show. I could watch it and just be like, okay. But it's like, why? It's a demon. But why? Why would a demon want a chainsaw head? Like, that's not like, that's just a random thing to pick.
Not the body thing. Oh, that probably would hurt though. But the devils. The world in this show is full of them. And these things are the worst.
I'm just going to shut up because it's for the show.
The devils in this show are pretty much human-hating, human-eating monsters that come from fear. Human fears. Each one of them being a different concept. Concept? What do I mean? Well, let's take, for example, something I'm scared of. Dolls. I don't rock with them, and neither do a lot of people on Earth. I ain't alone. And in the Chainsaw Man world, this fear we have for them would be enough to create a doll devil. But only one. You following? So now imagine that whole process I just said, but for like every single thing ever. I mean it too. Everything. A car devil, a doctor devil, an awkward silence devil. Anything could be a devil as long as people...
How the fuck is the awkward silence devil gonna kill me? How is the awkward? I get there being like a car devil, a gun devil, a knife devil, demon devil, shark devil, but like awkward silence devil. It's gonna be so awkward that I die. Like they're just gonna come into the room and just be like, and just sit there for like hours.
Or scared of it. But that's not even all of it, because since the devils in this world come from fear, it only makes sense that the strongest ones are not only the most feared, but they can gain or lose strength depending on what's going on in the world. New Conjuring film drops, ghost devil gets stronger. Inflation goes up, unemployment devil gets stronger. Ceasefire happens, Israel devil gets weaker.
The unemployment devil.
Message. It's such a cool power system, but like I'm admiring it from a distance. I don't want to live there. It would be terrifying. You don't know when they could randomly strike.
But then there would be like stereotype devils, like because people are afraid of like shit they don't need to be afraid of. So there would just be like devils that encompass like a very racist or like sexist like demon in the show.
In the
job devil.
Living room, minding your business. Oh wow, it's a really nice day outside. The gun devil just sneezed and blasted away your crib in 5 cities. And they don't even gotta be to that scale. Even if you get rolled up on by a barely scary devil, you'd probably get packed. You're human. And in that situation, dying wouldn't even be the worst part. It's the aftermath.
And I don't know if the solution is the chainsaw man, though, is what I'm saying. Like, how's a guy with a chainsaw for a head killing the gun devil?
It would be embarrassing. Imagine my homies come to my funeral asking what killed me.
Yeah, there'd be an STD devil.
Say what got him?
Just herpes.
Yeah. They said it was the cheese devil. There's hella lactose intolerant people. It probably could. And that's not even me mentioning.
There is in the show? Bro, there's an STD devil in the show. How does he know? What does he do? Give you an STD? Be like, poof, you have AIDS. Poof. Gonorrhea. Poof. Syphilis.
Like I said, I love this show, but Chainsaw Man is
Vagisil devil chat. Nobody's afraid of Vagisil.
horrible to live in. But I'd rather live in Chainsaw Man than to live in
The Amazing Digital Circus. Isn't this like a YouTube show or something? I feel like people talk about this all the time, and I have no idea what the fuck it is.
Some of y'all may know this show, some of y'all may not.
No, I've seen it. I've seen this, but I've never seen the show. Like, I have no idea what this is about.
But the ones that do know. For as vibrant and as colorful as this show may seem, it has a dark undertone. Like, this show is prison. This show is an indie animated show where we follow this group of people who are trapped in a video game, The Amazing Digital Circus. They put on these headsets one day and were transported into the game, and now they're stuck. So it's kind of like Sword Art Online, minus, you know, the weird brother and sister stuff. And I think the reason for this one is pretty straightforward, guys. Why would I ever want to be in this situation? Why? If I'm in here, I'd literally be trapped. Trapped as a goofy looking video game character, which by the way, can one of y'all draw me as one? I want to see what y'all think I look like. With no memory of my name, and forced to go on daily adventures by this lunatic AI that's running the circus. This junk is horrible. And that's not even all of it, because if, or should I say when, I eventually lose my mind in this world, I'll abstract, which is pretty much the equivalent of death. You become a giant digital monster and they pretty much toss you in the basement forever. This place is terrible, and that's just episode 1 stuff. When you combine that
Wait, what? So you can't escape. You can't escape, and if you ever lose your mind, they throw you in the basement. So there's just always a lesser and lesser amount of people that are together. Everybody's going to lose their mind at some point. You're stuck there forever. I mean, that's an interesting premise, but it's like, say 10 people get in there, and then as they lose their mind, they turn into this goop monster. They just get thrown into the basement. Eventually, everybody's just going to be a goop monster because you're going to go crazy talking to this fucking AI guy that has his eyeballs in his mouth. Oh, random people come in. Like, they get stuck in the game, too.
Man, this place is purgatory. Only bright side about this place is the people you're stuck with are pretty chill. Like, hanging out with Kinger or Zubul would be dope. And there might be a way to get out. I know after the latest episode it's not looking like it, but I still believe. Unless it's like that one Black Mirror.
What is the teeth guy make him do every day? Like mini games? In that case, it seems like it would be pretty fun. If every day I wake up and some ChatGPT monster goes, oh, hello, you're going to be doing Wipeout today. I'd be like, oh, that's fun. Just quests. Oh, it's like Squid Games. Do you die if you lose?
Trapped, you're actually a copy of someone real, but just in the game. That'd be messed up.
Oh, no, you can't die. Okay.
So I just finished watching this show, and let me tell you something. If I'm not stepping a foot in Chainsaw Man, you couldn't get a follicle of me in Derry. Before I even get into it, if you don't know, this show in simple terms is a prequel to the movie It. You know, killer clown named Pennywise, likes to eat kids, but just based in the 1960s, where we learn a little more about him and, you know, see what this motherfucker goes up to before the 80s. And the special thing about this show is, this is the first show on the list to have multiple reasons why I would never ever want to live there. First of them obviously be—
Didn't the It, I've never seen the show, but I've seen like clips and summaries about certain things. Like, didn't the It demon like possess an actual clown man? Like, Pennywise used to be a person.
This dude Pennywise. A lot of y'all may know I've spoken about this guy on my channel before, saying how I'd beat the white off his skin and bully him to death. But y'all, I don't know what happened in those 20-something years between this show and the movie, but this dude in the show is way more terrifying than in the movie. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know what happened, but this dude glued down those 27 years. He's washed. The difference is insane. Like in the movie, yeah, he'll do some scary stuff, like transform into a creepy painted lady or a giant lumberjack statue. But in the show, this guy will shapeshift into your deceased mother and make her give birth to you again. Oh, what the y'all see what I mean?
Yo, I don't think that'd be scary. I feel like I'd be like, yo, that's gross. Why am I watching this? Why are you, like, you're trying to scare me to death right now? What the fuck? Like, it being the dead mom would be scared. We'd be like, why are you giving birth?
This dude in the show is different. Stuff got so scared for the kids in this show that these kids started popping pills to avoid being scared of Pennywise.
That's what I actually was gonna say that. No, like, I think I said that before when we talked about Pennywise. Like, the way he kills you is he feeds on your fear. Like, if you're high on fucking bath salts, like, wouldn't he not be able to kill you? Like if I was just so high that I couldn't, like, fucking understand what he was trying to do to me. Like, I feel like he wouldn't be able to, like, scare me. Like,
these kids started popping pills to avoid being scared of Pennywise. Like, this is ridiculous. Why didn't I think of that? Point is, if you living in Derry and this dude got an eye on you, just hang it up, bro, because it ain't even up to you. You gotta just pray this dude thinks you won't taste good or he's just not hungry today. And that's another thing that's bad about this. Since you a kid,
he can still kill you? Well, that's lame as fuck. What is, you gonna just stab me?
Even if you go and tell people you seen this dude, they not gonna believe you. You a kid, and it's the 60s. Even if
oh, you'll taste worse.
you tell your parents, they ain't gonna care. These is Cold War times, baby. World War III.
Oh, so he's playing with his food. That's what it is. I've only seen the first movie, so he's playing with his food. So he's just like, him scaring you makes it better for him, but he doesn't need to scare you. He could just eat you. Oh, that's so stupid. Then what the fuck do you do to not die to him? How do you not die? You die either way. Well, like, how do you survive that? You make fun of him. Wouldn't make fun of him.
It could happen any second. Ain't got time to be worrying about your kids. But that ain't even the worst.
Really? Like, you bully him, he can't do anything.
Worst about Derry, because even if you don't run into Penny,
no shot.
Like I just said, let's not forget this show is.
He tries scaring you. You're like, you're a big forehead ass, ugly receding hairline, orange hair. What the fuck are your eyes looking at? Like, literally just start roasting him.
Which, in my opinion, might be even worse than dealing with Pennywise. Because aside from the fact that there wasn't much to do in the 60s besides, like, I don't know, smoke cigarettes indoors. Let's remember, these times were not the safest for colored folk. And this show showed that very clearly. Like, I already knew how bad the racism was back then from what I learned in US history. But seeing it on the screen, bro, these motherfuckers was really racist. Like, shockingly racist. I don't want to dive into it too much, but if you want to know how bad it is, there's a scene in this show where this one guy gets wrongfully accused of murking 3 kids. And when he's given an opportunity to clear his name by just saying where he was the night of the incident, he refuses. Yeah, he refuses in fear of getting into more trouble, which just had me thinking, damn, what could this guy have been doing that could get you into more trouble than triple homicide? You want to know what he was doing? Hanging out with a white woman. That's all he was doing. Well, a little more.
Wow.
More than just hanging out. They got a little more buddy-buddy than that. And she was married. But still, that probably has some of y'all thinking, why wouldn't he just say that? An affair is clearly not worse than murking 3 children, right? And you're right.
Well, would they just kill him?
That would definitely not get you in trouble today. But in the 60s, if the wrong group of white men get wind that their abusive buddy's wife had relations with a black man, they grabbing a phone book, grabbing a rope, grabbing their robe, and then after that, they ride at dawn. Yeah, this junk used to be a death sentence. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Like, killing someone because your wife wants them is already stupid enough. But doing it off the basis of race is just even more stupid. Because does that mean if it was a white dude sleeping with his wife, he would have just been cool with it?
Ah, go ahead, honey. F him all you want.
Yeah, keep me out of Derry. This place is...
No, he would have been like, I'm assuming he would have been less offended. Like, is that how he's perceiving it? Yeah, either way, your wife's getting fucked. Like, your wife's cheating on you. Why does the race of the man matter?
The crazy part is there's even more messed up racist stuff that happens later in the show, but I don't want to spoil. So when you combo that with freaking Pennywise, yeah, this is going to be horrible. I'm still whooping the movie version of him though, don't get it twisted. But the show version, if he had my friend Hodges like he had that
Dude, is
one
the show that much scarier? That makes me really want to watch the show now. Like, he's that much stronger.
In the first movie, and I told him to give him back, and he told me, no. Yeah, keep him, bro. I'll make new friends. It's good. And now, for the show that I've been wanting to talk about for a minute.
Stranger Things.
No need.
No, you'll never die, though. So you can, as long as you're a part of the main cast, they'll never kill you.
To introduce this one, everyone knows this show.
Guys, we're gonna die. They don't die. Guys, death's at stake here. This is bad. We'll die right now. They don't die. I think I'm gonna die. He didn't die.
Now look, I really like this show, but as much as I like it, as much as it's been beloved for years, and I mean years, this chunk has been out since I was in 8th grade.
Why are you hating so much? American shows refuse to kill people off to save, like, like viewer satisfaction, but it makes for an overall worse story. You need characters to die for it to have meaning. If every time they near death, no one ever dies, then why are you ever roped into the show? It ruins the immersion because there's no fear that they're actually going to die because you know they're the full main 5 characters or 8 casts. So it's just like, I'm not saying you need to kill somebody. Like, how you would want to shape. This is just my take, right? And I haven't even fucking seen the full show. So, you know, take what I say with a grain of salt. I've only seen clips, summaries, and, like, reviews. If I made Stranger Things and there's 6 main kids, you have to kill one of them by the end of the first season. You have to kill one of them. Because then it makes it impactful. They move forward. And then, like, end of the second season, maybe, like, none dies. Third season, somebody dies. Like, you need people to die. And, like, big characters to die. Otherwise, it ruins the show. Because then they always, like, what I heard in reviews was that Stranger Things, every time they needed somebody to die, they would introduce a new character fucking 6 episodes before, make you have some sort of attachment to them, and then just kill that person. So, like, any of the core 6 never die.
You know how insane that is? I went from being pretty much the same age as these kids to now I'm freaking 6 years older than them. That's crazy. As much as I like it.
Chat, I'm saying in the extension of the show. I don't know how the show ended or what happened, right? But I'm saying, like, 5 seasons, bro, at the start of the 5th, all the same 5 kids are alive.
If I had a choice, I'm not living in Hawkins,
You gotta kill, like, 2 of them.
Indiana. I'm not. From season 1 through season 5, this place has been the epicenter of so many problems, it's not even funny. Season 1, you got a Demogorgon, which is pretty much a monster running around trying to eat you. Season 2, you don't have a Demogorgon, but you got demo dogs trying to eat.
Yeah, like, I saw a review where every time a Demogorgon, like, they show the Demogorgons just fucking eating people alive, and anytime the Demogorgon faces the group of kids, it just gets distracted. Like, these are these blood-hungry, terrifying things. But whenever they see, like, the Stranger Things cast, it's just like they'll slaughter extras. But when they see the Stranger Things cast, it's like they're curious now. Well, because there's, like, some aura to them.
Pretty much a monster running around trying to eat you. Season 2, you don't have a Demogorgon, but you got...
It's too much. It's like, I understand main characters need some level of plot armor to advance a story. But not to the extent of, like, they're immortal.
Season 3, you got the Mind Flayer, townfolk possessed by the Mind Flayer, and Russians after you. Season 4, you got Vecna, who's pretty much the one running the whole operation, going after you. And then season 5...
Like, it was the same complaint. A show I liked, but that had the same problem. Supernatural. They would kill, spoiler alert, show came out 20 years ago, figure it the fuck out. Sam and Dean Winchester fight a bunch of supernatural things. That's why the name is called Supernatural. They die, get turned to demons, turn to God, come back to normal, become Jesus, become a ghost, come back to normal, go to purgatory. They never, and so when you're 10 seasons into the show, you go, if they die, they're not really dead. Like, it's the same shit.
Season 5 is just season 4, but he's stronger now, and everyone got 25%.
Ending of Supernatural's god awful. I didn't even watch it because somebody spoiled it to me. Can I spoil the ending of Supernatural for you guys? Cover your ears for 15 seconds if you ever want to watch the show. Ready? I'm going to spoil it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dean and Sam Winchester are like these guys that battle through like God and demons. And the way that I think Sam dies is he trips on a floorboard and gets stabbed by a nail. Or Dean. And he dies. I gotta look that up. Fact check myself. Yes. That's crazy. Like, dude, and it's so stupid, too. Like, it's such a cool show, but then it's like, bro, at some point, another spoiler, not spoiling the end of the show, but like season 8, bro, like, they interact with God. Like, God is just a guy in Supernatural. That's why living in Supernatural would also be terrible, because you could just die to anything. But in Supernatural, God is just a guy that, like, writes comic books. Chuck. It's his name. He's an asshole. By the way, he's a terrible person. He starts out the show and it's like he's likable, and then he threatens, not even threatens. He says, to my knowledge, this is from 8 years ago, so maybe I'm wrong in my memory. I'm pretty sure Chuck says he just wants to wipe it and start over. Like, kill all humans and then restart. And so then they have to kill God. And that's the plot. Like, the show starts out with them hunting vampires and like ghosts. And then it's like, okay, it's been 10 years and 150 hour-long episodes. We have to kill God. Like, that's where the show goes.
Is the ones that have to deal with all of it. And I'm gonna be honest, if I'm in their shoes, I don't think I'm making it. Not as a main character. Whether it be death or me running away, I wouldn't last long. Matter of fact, I'll go down every season and I'll tell you every moment I would have called.
Castiel, that fucking chud. Castiel, sorry, now I'm rambling about Supernatural. Castiel, he's an angel in the show. What a fucking, he's such a chud. I love Castiel, he's such a fucking idiot. And they add like this other weird, dude, there's this like one side plot where he gets like possessed by some other shit. That's so dumb, dude. I gotta rewatch that show. I think I would hate it. I liked it when I was like, you know, a kid watching the show. I feel like I would think it's trash now.
Every season, and I'll tell you every moment I would have called it if I even made it there. Season 1. The second me and the gang find out Will is missing and find his little girl near where he went missing, and she got superpowers, yeah, deuces. Peace out. Unless it's me getting those powers, peace. Season 2, Will start doing that hallucinating neck touching stuff in front of me. I'm out. I'm out. Especially if I ever see him cough up a slug. I'm out. Then season 3. See, season 3 is unique because at first it'll seem like everything is smooth. You know, it's the summer, 11 closed the gate last season, Milfs is chilling at the pool and stuff, we good. But the second I see we got Russia involved in our business, now Russia, a world superpower, is involved in our business. Season 4, I don't even gotta see anything really. I probably won't even make it to Vecna. Cause when I hear the description of Chrissy's body after what Vecna did to her, yeah, I think I'm gonna sit this one out, y'all. And then season 5, man, after the stuff we went through in season 4, anything is enough for me to dip at this point. My guy, Max is in a coma. So the second I hear Dustin say some corny stuff like, I wanna see Vecna's heart on a platter. Are you serious, bro? What are you gonna do about it? I'm out, bro. I'm out. And that's just being in the main cast. Even as a regular.
It looks so, I just can't. Dude, the more I wanted to invest in Supernatural, or not Supernatural, fucking Stranger Things. But now that like season 5's out and it's just getting fucking roasted so much, I'm like, dude, why would I watch this? Because I'm not going to finish the show.
Regular person in Hawkins, not a part of the main cast. I'm not willing to be here. Because if I'm not in the main cast, that means I don't know anything about what's going on in this world at all. So imagine if I'm in season 4 and I hear that Vecna clock. I'm not gonna be prepared. I won't even know what's going on. I'm gonna just be like, hey, that's a neat looking clock. And it's gonna be like that every time because I'm a curious guy. Doesn't matter what situation I'm in. A main cast member, a main cast parent, a civ. If I'm in Hawkins, Indiana, I'm finished. Even if I'm born straight into Hawkins' lab and I'm one of them telekinetic force-wielding children, I'ma just get freaking slimed out by Henry, so it don't matter. Man, you couldn't freaking pay me to be in Hawkins.
Bro, that just looks corny, bruh.
Man, you
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I need some special flex. You just, effects. You got the lights flickering, bro. Just some guy going.
Even excluding all this upside down Vecna stuff, I still don't want to be there. Not only would I, let's be honest, probably be a nerd so I'd get bullied, but also there's a chance I'd be friends with the main cast, and I don't want to be friends with the main cast. Yeah, it might sound crazy because all of them seem cool and all, but I've been noticing patterns, and I can confidently say, these dudes are some snakes. Who would want to be in a friend group when you got dudes like Will trying to take his homegirl's boyfriend?
Bro, I don't know. The way they dressed up Noah Schnapp too looks terrible, bro. Like, is he wearing a wig? Oh my God. Like, I know it's supposed to be like the 80s. No, but chat, this doesn't even look like the 80s. Like, it looks like they're making like a 23-year-old try to look like 16.
Dudes like Will trying to take his homegirl's boyfriend, and dudes like Steve who's trying to take Nancy away from Jonathan, who originally took Nancy away from him. You think I'm gonna be cool with these dudes? You must be out of your mind. You can't have shit in this friend group, especially if it was like the Steve, Jonathan, and Nancy situation. I'd be pissed. I'm too insecure for that.
It's cause he's gay. What do you mean it's cause he's gay?
Let my girl bandage up her ex how Nancy was bandaging up Steve last season in the Upside Down. I'ma be heated when she come back. You like him or something? Why you wouldn't just let him bleed out? And you might say, oh, that's only 2 or 3 people out of the whole group. And to that I say, that's 2 or 3 snakes too many. Let me put it like this. If you had a batch of 10 apples, right? And out of those 10, 2 or 3 of them could take your girl from you, you probably not buying the batch, are you? That's all I'm saying. I'm not willing to take the risk. These dudes cannot be my homies. Still love y'all though. At the time of recording this, season 5, volume 1 is only out, so I don't know how it ends yet. Maybe it'll give me more reasons to want to live there. But I have some predictions.
The show's over, right?
Morning, because these might be accurate. I don't know. I'm kind of a genius. Starting with a crazy one. Someone's gonna die. Not for real though. I think Robin and Steve are probably gone. I'm not gonna lie to you. I see it coming. Robin and Steve are too beloved, and they can't keep Steve in the show, bro. He's gonna take Nancy away from Jonathan. Number 8, I don't think she'll die, but maybe. I mean, it might be Punisher for giving us the most boring episode of the entire show. I'm still standing by it. That episode was boring. I actually find it funny that after her review in the last episode of Volume 1, all of a sudden, hella people liked this episode. Like a bunch of y'all just came out the woodworks and said, yeah, the most boring, most random episode in the entire series that had no point in the story until 8 years later. Yeah, that one was
2017, bro. That's crazy that shit came out that late or that long ago.
Always my favorite. Like, y'all just lying. And I think they gonna try to
Dude, I was a freshman in high school when Stranger Things season 1 came out.
make Vecna good. Honestly, I think that's the direction they're going in. The way he was looking at that cave makes us feel like he has like some dark memory with it, and I'm not here for it, okay? I don't want to sympathize with someone who killed mad kids. Unless it's like Darth Vader, you know, that's a little different. That's pretty much all the shows I wanted to go over in this video, and y'all know what to do. Comment down.
Yeah, that was a fire video yet again from Derek FTB. I have no mouth and I must scream, is horrible universe to live in. Any Marvel DC shows? I don't really think any Marvel DC show is pretty bad. They kind of refuse to kill civilians most of the time. Imagine going to work and Superman just throws a car into your apartment. That would suck, but they probably got insurance for that in that verse. Stranger Things, the characters got so used to everything that even if they saw their friend get resurrected from the dead, they'd be like, yeah, man, whatever. Good to have you back. Let's get back to killing Vecna. I hate to live in Demon Slayer. Living in MHA, but being one of the people without a power. Mob Psycho, but you're not one of the people that has powers. Like mostly, like any of those like animes where it's like only a select part of the population has powers and the rest don't, and they just have to be like an accountant. Pretty ass. Not because like you're afraid of death even though most of them do die. It's still just like, what do you do? Like you'd be bullied hard. Oh yeah. You'd be bullied. Well, I think they just go to different schools, but it'd be like racism. You know what I mean? Like if you had a select group of people, like if say only like 30 or 40% of the population had powers and the rest didn't, they would hate each other. Like that would be bad. They never touch on that in a lot of them. Anyways, chat, we have